This episode is brought to you by Dave. When you need money in a pinch, Dave can help. It's a banking app that can help you get up to $500 instantly. No interest, late fees, or credit check. Join the millions already using Dave to get financial relief and sign up for an extra cash account to get up to $500 instantly. Go to dave.com/Spotify or download the Dave app now. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Elevate your next brunch with help from Whole Foods Market. Everything you need with the quality you want. Like crispy organic pork bacon, plant-based entrees, and beautiful source for good flours that support worker communities. Get festive with Whole Food Market's selection of adult beverages, from sparkling wines to buzzless beers. And Prime members can take advantage of daily deals on bakery and prepared foods favorites perfect for brunch. Make brunch happen at Whole Foods Market. Terms apply.
This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2125. Are you setting smart weight loss goals or setting yourself up for failure? Part 1 by Julia Steier with DietSpotlight.com. And I'm Dr. Neil Malik, your host and narrator. Thanks so much for joining me once again. Today will be the start of one of our longer posts, which means I'll split the reading up between today and tomorrow's episodes. So with that, let's get into the first part of this post as we optimize your life. Are you setting smart weight loss goals or setting yourself up for failure? Part 1 by Julia Steier with DietSpotlight.com. The average dieter in the United States starts and fails a weight loss program about 4 or 5 times a year. Why? Are they setting smart goals? Are they setting themselves up for success or for failure? Hold the phones. What is the SMART acronym really? The SMART acronym refers to specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely goals. Often the abandonment of a diet program results in weight gain. Being smart can help you or someone you know to find success in the next diet or weight loss program they decide to pursue. Being smart isn't a measurement of your intelligence. It's an acronym that is commonly used for lifestyle or behavioral modification. It gives a generalized statement like wanting to lose weight a clear meaning and compelling direction. It can be used for broad goals like trying to quit smoking, or it can be used for more direct goals like wanting to run a sub-24-minute 5K. Quote, as a counselor, I work with clients to see the importance of taking care of yourself, taking the time to meal prep, taking the time to work out, and taking the time to enjoy life. Positive lifestyle change is not an easy task. It will take time to regain the healthy behaviors and habits that you had before life happened. Wellness is hard. Change is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. And having health issues is hard. You have to pick which of those you are willing to work through. This is according to Jennifer Reynolds, therapist at Talkspace. In the case of this article, we're going to apply SMART goals to weight loss. So when you begin to think about your next goal and how to conquer it, remember to be smart about it. What are SMART goals? SMART goals begin by taking a generalized statement and setting it up to become more precise and achievable. So let's start with the S in the SMART goal acronym. Be specific. Here, you want to begin focusing on and clearly defining what the intended outcome is and what you're looking to accomplish. Make it so anyone can understand your goal. Next, the M, measurable. How will your progress be measured? How will you know when you've reached your goal? Desired outcomes are better achieved if there's a way to monitor and manage your progress. A, attainable. Have you set a goal that makes sense for you? Does it challenge or stretch you but still remain possible? R, realistic. Is the goal within the realm of possibility? Sometimes setting a short-term goal that you know can be achieved quickly will lead to procrastination. But if a goal is set too high, it might become discouraging when little progress is made. So it ends up being a mix of will and effort to complete the goal. Basically, think about it this way. Can you do it? Quote, everything that happens to you is a reflection of what you believe about yourself. We cannot outperform our level of self-esteem. We cannot draw to ourselves more than we think we are worth. This is according to Sasha Alexander, a life and health coach. And finally, the T, timely. When is the due date? What time frame are you looking to complete this goal? offering a timeline gives the goal meaning and a sense of urgency to do it. Smart goal setting for weight loss. Smart goal setting for weight loss can be done rapidly or gradually. For long-term weight loss, taking a diet pill or an appetite suppressant alone won't cut it. This is why so many Americans fail at trying to lose weight. Quote, excuses either go hand in hand with or like to disguise themselves as blame. Ever heard someone say, I can't lose weight because of my genes or because of my thyroid? That's someone blaming their circumstances and putting their body out of the realm of their control. While yes, medically, some things may be more difficult for one body to accomplish when compared to another, that doesn't mean that it can't be done. This is according to Kimberly Spencer, coach, writer, and owner of Crown Yourself. There are a number of different methods and questions that can arise when seeking to lose weight. Quote, the head, heart, hands approach for building new habits is the key for success. Take on lifestyle changes that appeal to the mind, emotions, and body. When you are starting new habits, make sure you exercise these 3 key areas. This is according to Tai Win from The Utopian Life. Did you know that muscle is more dense than fat? So the common question is, how can you burn fat, build muscle, and lose weight at the same time? To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, Are You Setting Smart Weight Loss Goals or Setting Yourself Up for Failure? By Julia Steier with DietSpotlight.com.
This episode is brought to you by United Airlines. What's new with United? Well, 2 new planes a week, that's what. But what does that mean? It means new and redesigned planes with things like larger overhead bins with room for everyone's roller bag, power outlets at every seat, screens at every seat, and the ability to connect your Bluetooth headphones to those screens. Plan your trip today at United.com or on their award-winning app. This amount is an estimated average of current aircraft delivery schedules. Final delivery schedule subject to change.
So, you open Google Chrome on your phone, you're hunting for a super rare first edition vinyl of a band you're obsessed with, when you're supposed to be working. But this site you tapped on seems pretty shady. And Daryl from IT just jumped up from his desk. Oh no, he's coming your way. It's a good thing built-in malware protection keeps you safe and sound. Not from Daryl, though. Sorry. There's no place like Chrome. Download Google Chrome on your phone.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I love when people set SMART goals. When I teach up-and-coming health professionals all about behavior modification, I want my students, these up-and-coming health professionals, to understand what it's like to try and set goals for yourself and then stick to them. It's not so easy. I tell them, how can you possibly tell a future patient or client of yours to go lose weight or just prep more meals at home when you haven't done that yourself? You've got to go through this process. I had to do the same. And what I found was I was not successful the first few times I tried this. I set SMART goals, but, you go off track. It happens. I'm human. But what always got me back on track, whatever that goal was writing things down, was remembering that I did set SMART goals, revising those goals, and then trying again. That's the key. Now, what's great about SMART goals, and I show my students this too, is that you can apply them to anything. And on this show, we're talking about SMART goals in the terms of weight loss and maybe improving your fitness, things like that. But you can apply it to anything else. Say you want to make more money. Say you want to have a bigger bank account. You can set SMART goals for that too. How would that work? Well, it's the same steps. You don't have to do anything differently. You have to set a goal that's specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, same thing, realistic, and timely. And without stepping too much on the toes of our other show in the old podcast network, Optimal Finance Daily, a SMART goal for having a bigger bank account might look something like this. If you start with the S, being specific, you would say, I want to have at least $1,000 in my savings account. Okay, that's a great start. Next, let's try and make it measurable. How are you going to measure that progress? How will you know when you've reached your goal? Well, luckily, we made the first step specific enough. We know that we want $1,000 in our bank account. If you had just said, I want more money in my bank account, that's not so specific. But by putting a number on it, well, now we know when we will achieve it. The next question we have to ask ourselves is this really attainable? Does this goal make sense to me? Does it remain possible? Hopefully $1,000, well, yeah, it seems like a lot, but hopefully not so out of reach. And you can Modify this number according to you. I'm just using 1,000 as an example. Next, R, realistic. Is this within the realm of possibility? If it seems like $1,000, oh, that's no problem, that's too low, up it a little bit, but don't make it so high like $100,000 that it won't be achievable. And then timely. When are you going to have this $1,000 in your bank account? Set a date. And that's it. It's as simple as that. And then you simply track your progress. Am I getting closer to meeting this SMART goal? You could, of course, apply these concepts to nutrition and fitness, but also even stress management and obviously your finances. So use SMART goals for everything. And you might just find that you'll reach your goals more often. All right, that'll do it for me for today. Thank you for listening every day. I'll be back here tomorrow to finish up this post. So I'll see you then, where your optimal life awaits.